again, you have to look at the foundation. TASB in 71 and then the new court order in 76 expanded the program vertically. Not as much horizontally, but vertically in terms of grade levels. And then, of course, more schools were added, number one. Number two, those two court orders nurtured and brought in under the superintendents, specifically Nolan Estes and Linus Wright, who this building is named after, recruited Mexican-American, and in those days, it was Mexican-American. It wasn't Latino or Hispanic, Mexican-American administrators, mostly from the Valley, Mission, McAllen, Brownsville, and those men and women brought friends and relatives to become teachers. And then we had this partnership with SMU in those days. Under the leadership of William Pulte, he developed grants to train and to give more accreditations and master's level programs for all of these recruits that we were bringing in from South Texas and from San Antonio. And they became the foundation of the first administrators, the first principals, the first bilingual coordinators, the assistant principals. Dr. Estes brought in three top people, Ruben Gallegos from Brownsville, who became an associate superintendent, Dr. Juan Flores, who became the guy in charge of all the magnet programs, and Dr. Pablo Perez, who really was kind of the associate over bilingual and other programs. And he was also, Dr. Perez is the guy who would bring people together on weekends. I remember vividly, he lived over there by Bryan Adams, and he would have little pachangas and cookouts every Sunday at his house. And he would bring in bilingual teachers and bilingual administrators. And it was 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50 people. So that was the start, the idea that he and others had about, hey, we need to do this in a more formalized way. So that was the seed that was planted about ASA, the Association of Hispanic School Administrators. That started with Pablo, and the recruitment continued. So the program expanded based on that foundation. The superintendents that were there at that time, were supportive. They were not against bilingual education. On the contrary, Linus Wright and later Mike Moses were people that said, we want to expand it, but we've got a problem. We don't have enough bilingual teachers. I remember Dr. Moses called me and Hector Flores into his office one day. He says, we can't find enough teachers. We've got them all spread out K through 12. We recommended, let's bring them down all to pre-K 3, because that's really where it starts. And Moses says, let's do it. And but Hector was persistent. He said, but we got to recruit. And later, the recruitment really started, where we weren't just recruiting a dozen, but we were recruiting hundreds of bilingual teachers.